siya, parang it was based on our own research and interpretation of the character. That's why, kudos talaga to Kaloy. Kasi, yung nung pinasok niya yun, it was, kinuha from different real people. Real people with autism na in-observe, kinasalamuhan niya kasama, and talaga namang nabuo niya yung character based on all that. So, yun, talagang, you gotta give it na hindi siya nag-kopya lang. And that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
We don't want to just copy and, ginawa nila ganito gawin din natin.
Wow.
So, it's an interpretation. We created our own.
Well, 2 points there. Miss Anne?
Yeah, no, Carlo's performance, it's always so raw. Like, whenever I'm in a scene with him, I know I don't need to prepare on my own because I know in each scene, I'll get so much from him that each performance it's just so raw and beautiful. So, you guys have to see Carlo's performance. It's ridiculous.
Ako rin. Ako lagi niya ako eksena. Hindi na rin ako nag-prepare.
Diretso na.
Diretso na. Galing pa akong kwentuhan na. Ready na. Okay, game. Madadala ka talaga kay Kuya Carlo. Galing na.
Mukhang alam na natin kung sino maglilibre sa cash
Kaya ano kayo? Ready mo na wala. Jollibee. Si Jollibee.
Maraming salamat, Carlo. Grabe, happy birthday naman sa'yo. Grabe, bukatan ng bangko pala itong nangyayari. Pero
Magaya yung bangko today.
Love fest, love fest.
Tsaka, pag pinawisan ka, sa lahat ng pagbigay ng mga komento, patulog sa'yo. Pero let's go back to the May 2 points sa May, no? Unang-una, itayin mo namin ang version niya ng Katang Music.
Yeah, siya yung pwede.
Yes?
Ay, oo!
Magaling niya.
And pangalawa, it's so refreshing to hear what you said. Kasi akala ko, personally, required panoorin itong piece sa lahat ng mga actors para alam nila yung kwento, alam yung direction, alam yung nangyayari. Kasi may peg. Pero may ilan sa mga actors pala na hindi pala pinanood. Can I see show of hands sa mga hindi nanood talaga ng original?
No, it's him lang. It's him lang.
Konti lang.
Ako naman.
Okay.
Ako naman nahirapan ako kasi sinabayan ko eh. Sinabayan ko yung kwento habang sinushoot namin. Kaya sabay ko pinapanood habang sinushoot namin. Nahirapan ako kasi sobrang subtle ng reaction ng character ko sa original. Tapos ito sa atin sa Filipino adaptation, ibang-iba yung character ko. So nahirapan ako timplahin. Pero sa tulong ni Direk,
kahit si Ate, parang, ba't ginawa doon sa original kasi ganito? No, but that's the original. This is ours.
hindi kami ganun sa set.
As a fan of K-dramas, definitely.
And people know that It's Okay to Not Be Okay is definitely one of my top faves. Una ka syempre sa Opa Ko Bang You if you're watching there. It's Okay to Not Be Okay is really one of my top faves because it does tell a story which I love and it's something that I can relate to. So it was like pag kinakausap ko, Directly, si Komunyo. This is our story. It's a different interpretation. So for those who loved it just as much as I did, this is our take on it, which is very Filipino. Diba? Parang, don't worry, hindi siya mag-veer away masyado from the original, but new souls that will tell a new story.
It will be faithful to the original.
The core.
The core
Yes,
will be
the core.
Okay.
Kasi of course, if we just follow or copy what was in the original, then we just change the actors and then you're watching the same thing all over again. What's the point? What's the point of doing an adaptation? An adaptation is your own interpretation and making it local, making it Filipinized, and then with, yes, like what Anne said, new souls. Because these are different actors, they're not the same actors. So they're breathing lives into these characters from their souls.
Actually, saktong-sakto yung pinag-uusapan natin sa magiging katanungan ko kay Sir Henry, no? The show blends genres, romance, psychological drama, fantasy. What are your strategies naman in maintaining coherence across these genres? Oo, may parang professor dito.
Actually, ano naman,
let's ask Joshua, Carlo, and Anne. When you first saw the trailer, can you take us through the moment? Balikan natin yung pagkakataon na yun. Nung nakita niyo for the first time, yung teaser trailer na start with you, Carlo.
Mayabang. Siyempre
Proud.
proud.
Oo,
Di
proud.
ba? Gawa namin yun, tapos ganun kaganda. Ron, come on. Hindi basta-basta yung napanood natin na teaser, na trailer. Sobrang ganda. So, kung napanood ko, pinakita ko agad sa misis ko, napanood na pala niya. Tsaka nagulat ako kasi hindi ko alam na mag-drop na ng full trailer. So, kung wala akong tingin, teaser lang. Tapos sinilip ko, it's trailer na to. Okay na. Ginanap ko. Punta ako sa kapitbahay.
Panoorin niyo. Ano po, finally.
Siyempre, sobrang proud.
Thank you, Carlo. Joshua.
Ako nakangiti na ako the whole times. Natutuwa na ako kasi kumbaga nakita namin yung pinaghirapan namin. And the whole time na pinapanood ko din, sabi ko, ano ba yung iniisip ni Anne? Kasi siya yung pinaka-kinakabahan sa first week namin. Pero sobrang saya ko na na-excite na ako. Sinare ko din agad. Pero hindi sa kapitbahay, sa social media lang. Ayun, yun lang yun sa akin. Yun naramdaman ko. Sobrang excited and sobrang saya. Sobrang saya.
Sobrang excited na. Pero ngayon, sagutin na natin yung katanungan mo. Ano kayang naramdaman ni Anne? Miss Anne?
Sobrang, yung anticipation kasi of almost filming for a year, no? That maybe we're filming for almost a year. So the moment I could play, andun yung kaba, yung excitement, it was really a whirlwind of emotions na kinakabahan, but when it ended, I was left with a smile. I'm so proud. I was so proud to see, everything that we worked hard for. So I hope everyone who saw it was just as happy.
We are so happy. Sobrang happy na yung mga pamilya sa napanood natin and so much more. Again, Healing begins this July na. Everyone's so excited. And right now, we are so excited to ask these burning questions. Actually, these are not burning questions. These are meaningful questions, not to scare you guys, coming from our press. And we shall start with Sir Henry. Oh, Sir Henry. Actually, a lot of people have watched this series already, original. But let's have that certain space, no, para sa mga hindi pa nakapanood. Can you tell us, for everyone who has not seen the original series yet, what is the story of It's Okay to Not Be Okay? Without spoiling so much.
It's a story about two brothers, si Patpat played by Joshua and Carlo, who has emotional, or who has a painful past, and a woman entering their lives, si Mia, played by Anne Curtis, who has emotional baggage of her own. Together, they will face old wounds or old scars, mental health struggles, and the real meaning of love. And slowly learning that healing comes or begins when we're no longer alone. So in a gist, it's okay to not be okay. So hindi lang siya story about healing nila ipat natin dito, but actually comes across sa lahat ng mga characters.
Oh, so sakto kayo sinabi ni Carlo na kinala sa kapitbahay, di ba? Because I just want to say na it's about healing and meet other people. Dahil lahat tayo, hindi lang magkakapitbahay, magkakapitbuhay. Diba? Everyone's so connected. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Henry. Okay, let's go with the questions coming from the press. And we got a question for Miss Anne, coming from Carl June, Kapatid Insider. For first-time viewers who haven't seen the Korean version, what can they expect from this local adaptation?
I think I would like to say for both those who haven't seen it and those who have seen it, una, for those who have seen it, you will still get the same story. But we have given it a Filipino taste. We have added some new characters to make it our own. So that is something to look forward to. For those who haven't seen it yet, I have to say that this is something that, it's a universal story that everyone will be able to relate to. It's a healing story, it's a beautiful journey of love, but at the end of the day, every Filipino, whether it be family, friends, will be able to relate to this story of healing, pain, and love.
Yeah, and also, I just want to ask, if I'm not mistaken, after a long time, bumabalik kayo sa pag-arte.
Yes.
Yes. So how did you prepare for this? Paano yung paghahanda? And how excited were you when you said yes to this beautiful project?
Alam mo, to be honest, it took me a while to say yes to this project. As much as I was so excited to do it because I was so nervous. Ang tagal ko na hindi umarte. So there was a lot of jitters, lalo na sa first day. But I was supported by, of course, amazing actors, guided by our team captain, Direk May. So I had my own journey of anxiety, I must say, kasi grabe yung kaba ko. Even today, sa pagbata pa lang, kitang-kitang kinakabahan na ako. But you know what? I learned from this story that it really is okay to not be okay. You need some more sa sulit ako!
Sobrang nakakapanibago na makita yung ganito na version. But again, it's okay to not be okay. Arlie, you want to say something?
Wala naman.
Okay. Susuportahan mo eh. Susuportahan mo eh. And it's really, really cute to see you like this. Ang galing. Okay, thank you so much, Anne. Josh, you got a question coming from MC Richard Paglikawan of Lionheart TV. Joshua, this role tackles themes like emotional suppression and the caregiver burnout. How did you personally relate to your character, Moon Gang-tae?
Personally, nakarelate ako sa kanya kasi parehas kami mapagmahal na kapatid. Parehas kami nangulila sa nanay. Doon pala, ang laki na nung na-relate ko din, naintindihan ko sa character ko. What else din?
Pinasok mo talaga yung yung character. Every time na, di ba, parang in
Pati yung
terms of...
pagka-burnout ng character
Yes.
ko naramdaman ko rin sa akin.
So set, talaga, it helped that we were locked in because he was really focused. And then, in fact, even after, like, pagbalik na sa hotel, he was really studying it and getting into the character, understanding the journey. So, kasi minsan mauubusan ka talaga ng bao na personal. But with him, kasi pinapasok niya yung, ano yung journey, ano yung nararamdaman ng character. So every time, parang what is this character going through? And he's really studying it and studying it. And he was focused throughout because dun sa Lucky Time Pack na nag-aaral pa rin siya. And then makita mo yung script niya, talagang may notes. So talagang he was into it. It wasn't just like a role na dumadaan sa kanya. Pinasok niya talaga and talagang he studied and prepared for this role.
Happy birthday, Joshua. Grabe yung mga binigay na words.
Thank you. And actually, na-appreciate ko rin si Direk kasi sa set kinakausap niya kami bilang characters namin. Pag nagpe-prepare kami para sa heavy scene, kakausapin ka din Direk bilang ikaw si Patpat, ikaw si Mata, na nakakatulong sa aming actors. Sobrang luwag sa pakiramdam niya. So, thank you rin.
It helps din naman love fest tayo ngayon Pero ito totoo naman kasi it helps na yung mga artista I dedicate. I'm so blessed with the cast that I have for the show. Kasi talaga makita mo yung dedication, the passion, na pagtungtong sa set. Si Anna kahit hating gabi, pag meron siyang naisip tungkol dun sa character niya, ganyan. Kahit nasa Lupalop siya, all over the world, naka-text ko na siya, kahit anong oras, nagta-text siya sa akin about everything. Si Kaloy, talagang sa set, lahat sila, all of them, I've seen, the iPads of my actors, I see their notes. They are all, Miss Rio, merong notebook na Snoopy. Nandun lahat ng
sinusulat na yung lines niya.
So, everyone.
Diba?
Kaya ang swerte ko, kasi, parang give and take, ang sarap makatrabaho yung mga artista na passionate and dedicated, makes my work easier. So, but, it's really a tag team.
Everyone's so invested para sa project ito. Sabi nga 1 year in the making, no? So, ang dami mga ideas, ang dami collaborations na nangyari. At yan ang papanood po natin this coming July. Thank you so much, Josh, and thank you, Direk. To Ms. Des. Hi, Ms. Des. Boss, si MC Richard Paglikawan, may question po sa inyo from Lionheart TV. Why did you choose Anne and Joshua for the lead roles, and how did they surprise you during the production?
Why not? knowing that It's Okay to Not Be Okay is one of the most popular and most loved K-dramas, we have to make sure that our cast is fitting of the original. So, not only for the portrayal of the character, but also we want to make sure that the audience will love the cast. So why not Anne and Joshua, their filmography, images, and acting? Diba? Alam naman natin, we are sure na sila lang yung best options for the characters.
Grabe yung ngiti ng Joshua Garcia, oh. But we super agree. Thank you so much, Miss Tess. Grabe, everyone. Yeah, Josh, you want to say something in that?
Thank you, Miss Tess. Thank you.
Nakakinig. Ano pala ba, parang retreat? Alam mo? Thank you. Hindi pala retreat pala nangyayari dito pa.
Tagal lang hindi na kita-kita after yung shoot namin. So parang feeling ko na-miss din namin yung isa isa.
At least ngayon, alabas na, di ba? Okay, Carlo, you had a question, but before that, let me just tell you what happened during sa dressing room. What? Sa dressing room, when I was briefed, we're just talking, it was Ms. Rio, together with another boss, itago natin sa pangalan Nico de Rosario. At sinabi niya, grabe yung Carlo Aquino dito. Grabe yung Carlo Aquino dito. So, with that, sabi ni, at tanong ni Kate Adahar from Random Republica, yung character mo ay someone with special needs. How do you prepare and build your role? Meron ka bang naging peg in your portrayal?
Naging?
Peg.
Marami. Actually, Kate, ayan, si Kate. Pinag-ano nila ako 3 days na immersion sa special school sa May Banawe. Sinamahan ako ni Josh, sinamahan ako ni Noel, tsaka actually ibang staff. Si Derek May, RBO, nandun doon. Yun, pina-observe sa akin yung high functioning, tapos yung hindi masyado. Tapos, after that, pinag-workshop ako with Miss Anna, si Leo. Yan yung mga pinagawa sa akin. Tapos syempre, sa tulong din na direct, may binuha namin kung paano gumalaw kasama ko si Noel, yung younger version ni Manman. Dapat kasi align yung galaw niya, yung pinapapanood sa akin, nire-record nila habang nag-workshop kami. Ganun yung mga ginawa namin.
Mr. Lee, can you refresh my memory of the book of Mr. Lee? Okay, may sinasabi kayo kanina tungkol dun sa mga scenes ni Carlo eh. Kailangan huwag mo ibigay. Kasi rehearsal pa lang.
Hindi, kasi pag mga eksena na pinapanood ko kasi, at saka pag alam ko mabibigat yung eksena, kung hindi ko napapanood, pinakikinggan ko muna. Tapos pag rehearsal, kasi rehearsal pa lang bumibigay na si Carlo, di parang grabe naman to, hindi naman isa dalawang take, kasi maraming anggulo eh. Para ibigay mo sa una hanggang 3, paano yung pang-5, pang-7, di ba? Pero kaya pa rin ibigay. Saan nagagaling yun? At saka, ang husay kasi hindi nga madali